Today, I am reviewing the Skytech Gaming Prism 4 gaming PC. If at any time you'd like to explore this product for yourself and grab it at a great price, be sure to check the links below the video. If you're looking for a computer that effectively deletes the concept of a settings menu, you have probably already been staring at the Skytech Prism 4. Putting a Ryzen 9 9950X 3D and an RTX 5080 into one chassis is a statement piece, but after spending the last 2 weeks putting this machine through its paces, I have found that it is a bit more complicated than just raw horsepower. If you want to see the current pricing or check out the specific configuration I am testing today, you can find a link down below. Let's start with the elephant in the room, which is the performance. The combination of the 9950X 3D and the RTX 5080 is absolute overkill for almost anything you can throw at it right now. I spent a lot of time testing this in titles like Black Myth Wukong and Cyberpunk 2077 with path tracing enabled, and honestly, the frame rates are staggering. You are not just hitting 60 frames per second at 4K, you are comfortably clearing that mark with plenty of headroom to spare. If you are a competitive gamer who plays titles like Valorant or Counter-Strike 2, this machine is essentially a spaceship. You will be CPU-bound long before the GPU even breaks a sweat, which is exactly what you want for those high refresh rate scenarios. The build quality of the Prism 4 is a step above what I usually expect from pre-builds. The C8 wood curve case is a refreshing departure from the sea of aggressive, angular glass boxes that define the gaming market. It actually looks like it belongs in a professional office or a modern living room rather than just a dark basement. Cable management inside was surprisingly clean, and the 360mm liquid cooler does a fantastic job of keeping that 9950X 3D within reasonable thermal limits. During extended rendering sessions, I didn't notice any aggressive thermal throttling, which is a testament to the airflow design of this case. If you decide to pick one up, check the link below to see if your local warehouse has this specific wood curve finish in stock, as it really does set the aesthetic apart. However, it is not all perfect. While the performance is top tier, you have to be honest about the value proposition. You are paying a premium for the convenience of a pre-assembled system. If you have the time and the interest to build your own, you could technically source these parts for less, but you would be losing out on the 1-year parts and labor warranty and the professional assembly that Skytech provides. For a lot of people, that peace of mind is worth the extra cost, but if you are on a strict budget, you are definitely paying a convenience tax here. Another thing that might frustrate some users is the lack of specific brand transparency on certain components. Skytech notes that the GPU brand can vary, and while the RTX 5080 is the star of the show regardless of which board partner manufactured it, some enthusiasts prefer specific coolers or aesthetic designs. You are getting a high-performance card, but you don't get to choose the manufacturer. Also, while the 64GB of DDR5 RAM is more than enough for gaming and heavy multitasking, the speed and timings are locked to what Skytech provides, so if you are a stickler for manual overclocking and memory tuning, you might find the BIOS settings a bit more restrictive than a custom-built rig. I also want to talk about the peripherals. Skytech includes a keyboard and mouse in the box, and while it is a nice gesture, be prepared to replace them almost immediately. They're functional, but they feel like an afterthought compared to the absolute beast of a machine sitting on your desk. Don't base your purchase decision on the included accessories. They are clearly just there to get you up and running on day one. Who is this PC actually for? If you are a professional content creator who does heavy video editing or 3D rendering and wants to game at the highest possible settings during your downtime, this is a dream machine. It is also perfect for the buyer who wants a plug-and-play experience without having to troubleshoot driver conflicts or hardware compatibility issues for 6 hours on a Saturday. If you just want to sit down, hit the power button, and play anything at 4K ultra settings, this handles it effortlessly. On the other hand, if you're a casual gamer who mostly plays light titles, or if you're on a budget that is already stretched thin, this is objectively too much computer for you. You would be better off putting that money into a high-end monitor or a better desk setup. Also, if you are the type of person who loves to tinker, upgrade, and swap parts every 6 months, you might find the proprietary nature of some pre-built configurations a bit limiting in the long run. Ultimately, the Skytech Prism 4 is a powerhouse. It is quiet, it is fast, and it is aesthetically unique. It avoids the gamer aesthetic pitfalls by opting for that wood curve design, which I personally think is a massive win. If you are ready to invest in a machine that will last you for several years without needing an upgrade, you can check the links below to see the current price and availability. It is a premium product for a premium experience, and if you know what you're getting into, it is hard to be disappointed by the raw capability of this hardware. It is a solid, well-constructed system that manages to keep high-end components cool under pressure, which is really all you can ask for in a high-end pre-built.